friends! Welcome to today's Q&A. I asked for your cues and now I am going to A them. Let's get started on Twitter. I only had a few on Twitter, so anybody who's watching this, make sure you follow me on Twitter so that you can ask me your questions for the next Q&A that I do. At WhittleChance12 says, could you give some advice for someone that wants to be a musician? I think you really have to decide what success is to you. For me, success is being able to make a living off of music, being able to do that as part of my job because I love it. And I think that's the first thing, is that if you're not doing it because you love it, then you're not doing it for the right reasons. So BRenice_12 said, would you come to Latin America someday? And if Jerendale said, would you like to come to Argentina? And I'm gonna answer both of these questions because I would love to one day be able to travel to meet you guys. That's kind of my ultimate goal, is I'd love to be able to travel and play shows. I just really hope that I do get to meet some of you guys someday. And in the meantime, we can be internet friends, and internet friends are important too. Now let's go to Instagram. Cece the Fangirl, how do you think you've changed as a person since you started YouTube and now? This is a really deep question. Let me get out of the shallow end that seems to be my personality 95% of the time and wade into deeper waters. Being on YouTube and kind of the things that it's led to since then has made me a more confident person. It's been so amazing that I get to do this and I get to write music that people actually listen to. I mean, it really just changed the trajectory of my life. I think that it's just really enriched my life and made me a happier person, because you're just a happier person when you get to do what you want to do. So I'm happy. JD_poop. How do you just magically come up with amazing songs? A lot of virgin sacrifice. I have a special potion that I brew, and there is a very complicated incantation that I say before I sit down at the piano. Cordelia_Elise, Star Wars or Star Trek? I'm gonna go Wars. I haven't seen much of Trek. And I got my dog a BB-8 costume for Halloween that he is going to look absurd in. So right now that kind of gives the edge to Star Wars more than anything. Joyce_L11. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about fall? My favorite thing is that it stops being hot as hell. I live in the South in the United States, and it is not only hot, but it is so humid, and you just walk outside and start sweating, and then you're just like, I need a shower. I just showered and I need another shower. And I just love fall, like, decorations. I love fall holidays. I love fall clothing. Just, there's a lot of good things happening in the fall. My least favorite, I think, is probably everyone's obsession with pumpkin spice everything. I'm not a real pumpkin fan, so it's entertaining to kind of see what pumpkin spice items come out every year, because the obsession is real, freaks. Books_music_world. Do you play your songs for anyone before you upload them? I always play them for my husband. This is the part where everyone says a collective, aww. But no, I always play them for him because I get really excited, and you know, I like getting his feedback, so he is the only person that gets to hear stuff before I upload it on YouTube. Kita.im, your opinion on the Shadowhunter series? Mixed opinion. I actually did a whole video on it, so if you want to see my Shadowhunters review, there is a video I did a couple months ago that I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Shadowhunters. Definitely check that out if you just really want to see how I feel about important issues like a TV show based on one of my favorite book series. Red Rosa21 says, PSLs, yay or nay? All right, so first I have to look up what is PSLs. PSL, pumpkin spice lattes. Oh my gosh, we've abbreviated now? What have we come to? Nay. And I know I already answered a question from Cece the Fangirl, but she also asked, do you play any other instruments beside piano? And if not, would you want to? I actually started taking violin lessons like a couple months ago as a complete beginner. It's kind of hilarious because I think that my violin teacher thinks I'm some kind of prodigy or something. And I just remind him that it's because I have an attention span and some coordination because I'm not 6 years old. In fact, why don't I even play you some evidence of the skills that I've mastered in the last 3 months? I don't think you guys are ready for this, but here it is. And finally, let's go to Facebook. Sophie says, would you consider writing a book based on Sarah J. Maas' book? Yes, yes. I am on Empire of Storms, and I've really enjoyed the series. I kind of want to see how it ends before I decide. I don't know. Duru says, I have stage fright, so I can't play piano in front of people, but my dream is to become a famous pianist. Can you give me advice about this? I actually have a lot of anxiety about playing piano in front of other people. I had a recital that went really badly because I didn't practice enough, because I never practiced enough when I took lessons. And I just completely butchered the song and was humiliated. And I think that you just have to conquer the things that you're scared of and face them and get used to it enough and practice doing it enough that it's not a big deal anymore, especially with something like that. And I mean, there are a lot of famous people that have said that they have a lot of anxiety about getting on stage. I know Adele, for one. I mean, she said that she gets horrible stage fright. So just know that you're not alone. And I don't think people expect you to be perfect, because that's what a live performance is. You're seeing, somebody all the way through, and it hasn't been, manipulated or like auto-tuned. It's just the actual person. People should expect that you're gonna be human. Charlie said, what books do you think will be classics in 50 years? This is a really interesting question, and I'm not entirely sure what my answer to this will be. I know Harry Potter. Harry Potter is going to live forever. But I'd love to ask you guys this question. What do you think is going to be a classic book or series in 50 years? So that's where I'm going to end this today. Thank you so much for checking out this Q&A. Be sure to follow me on social media so you know when I'm doing another one and you can ask me all of your burning questions. See you next time.